Oh my God.
San Antonio Fire and EMS, how can we help you?
Agent MBS at 351 Wayside Drive.
351 Wayside? Is it a house or an apartment?
It's a house. It's an emergency.
Okay, and what's going on? What's the emergency?
I'm sorry?
What's the emergency? What's going on?
My sister has, she's her child.
Hello?
Hello?
Tell me what's going on. Don't talk to the other people. Talk to me.
My sister has, she's hurt her child. Seriously, hurt her child.
How did she do that? What's going on with the child?
The baby is dead. She has,
What did you say?
the baby is dead.
How old is the baby?
The baby's 3 weeks, not even 3 weeks old.
3 weeks old?
Not even 3 weeks old. Please.
What did she do to him?
Oh,
Or her?
she stabbed him. There's blood all over the bed. There's, I don't know.
All right, ma'am. Stay on the line. We're going to connect you up to the police, okay? Stay on the line.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Go ahead.
Ma'am, what is your name?
My name is Priscilla Garcia.
Where is your sister at?
Just stay there, Auntie. Stay there. I'm sorry.
Priscilla, where's your sister at?
She's just sitting on the couch. She's gone crazy last night. She was hearing voices. And she kept bringing me the baby, and finally she calmed down, and I took her back the baby. And then now I just woke up to her screaming.
Okay, how old is the baby?
Not even 3 weeks old. The baby's dead. The baby's dead. Please, somebody come.
Okay, they're on their way, sweetie, okay?
I need the keys so I can open the front door. Oh, my God.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Do not touch the baby. Don't disturb anything in the area there, okay?
My mom was holding the baby. My mom was holding the baby. She wouldn't put the baby down.
All right, ma'am. Everybody's on the way to help you, okay?
Oh, I need to find the keys for the front door. No, Auntie, nobody's there. It's okay, baby. Just stay right there.
Is that your sister?
Yes. Oh, my God, I can't believe it. You stand yourself? Yes. Sister, I told you to come to me. I tried. You told me that you got it. I'm not dead up here. I'm standing right here talking to you.
Priscilla,
Yes.
where did she stab herself?
In the heart and in the stomach, she says.
No. Where did your sister?
I see a stab wound in her heart, yes.
Your sister?
I'm looking at her right now, yes.
EMS? Okay. All right, they're on their way, okay?
Oh, my God, oh, my God. I love you. Jackie. I love you. Mama, calm down. I didn't mean to do what he told me to. Already. Mama, I'm on the phone with you, and that's right now. I can't call him right now.
Ma'am?
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and let you go, okay? They're on their way.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Adi's sister woke up to loud screaming. There was blood all over the place. Adi's sister Priscilla immediately called 911. Adi Sanchez had a long history of mental illness. She was in and out of hospitals for half a decade. The voices in Adi's head started when she first tried drugs in 2006, and she was hospitalized from there on. One voice in particular called her Lucy, and it was the most sinister. That voice often told Adi to cannibalize herself. Adi graduated high school, and then she went on to study to be a pharmacy technician at the university. However, her mental health affected her, and she had to leave. Adi was diagnosed with multiple forms of psychosis. In 2008, doctors concluded that Adi was paranoid, mildly delusional, depressed, and psychotic with hallucinations. She was given a prescription and released. The voices in her head finally stopped, but the cost of her medication was too much for her, so she stopped buying it. Addie got pregnant around the time she stopped taking her medication. She suffered from depression while she was pregnant. She saw a counselor for her depression but refused any medication. Addie soon gave birth to her baby boy, Scott Wesley Buchholz Sanchez. Scott lived with his mother in San Antonio, Texas. Addie and Scott's father had met 6 years earlier when they were both studying, but Addie was no longer with the baby's father, Scott W. Buchholz, by the time baby Scott was born. Scott's father trusted that the baby was safe in Addie's care. Addie also was a very caring and loving mother to Scott. She hugged Scott, she breastfed him, and took good care of him. However, in one incident, Addie told Scott's father that she was schizophrenic. A few days later, Addie brought Scott to visit his father. There, Scott's father asked for a copy of Scott's birth certificate, and she stormed off. Scott's father called the police to report Addie. She stormed off and drove away while baby Scott wasn't properly restrained. The police took a report but could do little. After Scott's birth, Addie slipped further into depression. The voices in her head began again. Also, Addie's recovery from childbirth was complicated by an infection that darkened her mood. She was soon diagnosed with postpartum depression. On July 20th, 2009, Addie was taken by emergency services to the hospital. She was suffering from auditory and visual hallucinations, as well as delusions. Addie stated that she believed that Scott's face was changing. She clearly indicated that she needed to be hospitalized and placed in the psychiatric ward because of the voices in her head. However, she was discharged to the care of her sister after a few days. Meanwhile, she continued to feel paranoid. She feared that people were spying on her and conspiring to take her baby away. Her paranoia worsened. The voices told Addie the devil was in her son. So Addie avoided looking Scott in the eyes, fearing she would see the devil through him. The voices also told Addie that her mother had killed President John F. Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe, and that this had upset the KKK. On July 25, 2019, Addie brought her son to her sister Priscilla. She told her that she heard voices, but Priscilla soon returned Scott to Addie. She felt that Addie had calmed down and was feeling much better. That night, the voices in Addie's head grew louder. They told Addie that Scott was the apocalypse, so she had to kill him. The voices told me to hurt Scott. He was going to be the apocalypse, claimed Addie. So Addie killed and dismembered Scott. She ate part of his brain and other parts of him, including 3 toes. Addie gagged while eating Scott, but the voices told her to keep eating him to remove the demon in her stomach. Addie believed the demons would only come out if she ate Scott. Addie's sister woke up to Addie's screams the following day, only to find the horrific scene. I killed my baby, Addie yelled. Priscilla immediately called the police. The police soon arrived on the scene on July 26th. What they saw resulted in them seeking psychological help afterward. Addie sat on the couch with a stab wound to her chest and her throat partially slashed, still screaming, I killed my baby. I killed my baby. Addie told the police that the devil forced her to kill, mutilate, and eat parts of her only son, including his brain. She was taken to the hospital to recover from her self-inflicted wounds. Addie was charged with capital murder and granted a $1 million bond. 3 different physicians evaluated Addie. They concluded she suffered from severe mental illnesses, including paranoid schizophrenia, at the time of the crime. She was unable to tell the difference between reality and her delusions. Audie was found not guilty of the mutilation, cannibalism, and murder of her baby by reason of insanity. She is being held in a mental hospital until she is deemed not a danger to herself and others. On the other hand, Scott's father felt Audie deserved to be punished for her crimes. He stated, "The devil doesn't tell you to do anything. Where is the devil? Who talks to the devil? I think she should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. That's what I think should happen to her. She killed my son. She should burn in hell." Rest in peace to baby Scott, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Unspeakable Crimes. Be safe.